You know, me and Shantae got super wild history. Like, I used to babysit her kid for her to go do shows and all that. That's how she was able to do shows. So when she found out I was rapping, she was like, get them out of here. It was so far-fetched because she thought I was going to be like a bad little kid. I was you know what I mean? But, you know, when I wound up rapping, it was like, damn. For her, it was like the biggest flex. Like, we both from the same building. We both made it. Like, what?
Wow. That is a flex, though.
That's flex.
That's a super flex, bro. Did the streets have you that bad then, to the point where, like, when you became a rapper, it was kind of like, oh, he's rapping?
No, the people still, like, you know, like, for me, like, I did so much bad in QB. Like, you know, I did so much bad shit. I also did good shit, toys for kids. You know, I did a lot of shit. But the thing is, for me, you know, Cayenne and QB is somehow always gonna outweigh Capone. And that's what I love. You know, I'm not one of those that got a float off.
Your nickname didn't make you bigger. Yeah.
So when I go to QB, 80% of QB calls me Cayenne.
Crazy.
You know? Because they relate to me like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still a nigga that they hear stories about, myths. They you know, they talk about this dude beating this dude up or this dude doing this. I'm part of them stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, so for me,
heard about them helicopters and that.
Yeah, you know, we had helicopters,
choppers and that. You know,
we had choppers in the hood. You know, we put a few dudes on their back, but overall, you know, that's how the game bounces. That's how the game bounces. That's when you know, I'm glad I made it out. I'm glad I made it out. Bro. I was able to go back and give back and see something other than 12th Street. You know? And for me, watching the Mobb, watching Roxanne, watching the generation that, you know, was there before me, even though Mobb is our generation, but they still was out in 91. They still was out in 91.
Juvenile Hell was mad early as well, bro.
91. So for me, it was like, you know, they were kids. I looked up to them, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're the same age, but they had an opportunity that kids didn't have. Yeah,
they was rapping, making songs and stuff.
They was doing it.
Because back then, it was like, it wasn't like technology now. You had to have tape to record on. So for you to get a shot to go somewhere to a studio and make an album,
you had to, you had
to be them people, innit? You know,
and they put up a lot of money then because that was cheap.
Nothing, that was like proper times.
Yeah, that was cheap.
If you f up the tape.
Gotta cut that, splice, bring it back, tape run out, you gotta go get another tape, or they tell you, oh,
that's pain.
You gotta sound like that, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's pain.
But you know what's good, going back to that era, and you listening to the music now, it's so many mistakes. When you listen to music now from then, you can hear every mistake.
You can clock it.
Because they couldn't change it. Like you hear
money run out.
You hear the little
the cough, the mad ad lib, the wrong place.
Stop it. Yeah. He's fucked up. Yeah, wow shit. You be like, oh shit. They couldn't change.
You'll hear an ad lib like that. That don't make sense here, but I hear it though.
Yeah, they're just talking. And for us, it was probably the dopest part of the song, but it was a up.
That's some hood when you love the era, because you can hear it.
That shit.
That's facts.
But you know.
So they inspired you, I guess, then. But but did you start rapping before they come out, or after?
Nah, I wasn't rapping in '91. Me and Nori just had met.
So that's two different questions then, because that's a big deal, bro. So like, did you rhyme before you met Nori?
Nah.
So
I was a DJ.
Nah.
Yeah, I was DJ. DJ Slice. Yeah, I was DJ. I started DJing before rapping.
Hip hop.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So you had an ear for it anyway.
So what happened was, you know, like I said, my dad was the number man and all that. So, you know, I was fortunate to get certain things that other kids wasn't able to get. So the first thing I wanted, because I watched DJs like LES, Day, you know, those are my guys. And I wanted to mimic those guys. So I told my dad I needed turntables. So, you know, he asked me what kind of turntables I need. I said, I need what Hot Day got, because you got to realize Hot Day was my father's man. He was on that side. So my dad went to Hot Day and said, yo, what kind of turntables you got? Technique 1200s. How much they cost? $1,200. They was like 12. They were like 600.
Techniques are serious, bro.
Yeah, they were like maybe 6. But for a 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid, that was like, grown men couldn't afford Technique 1200s.
Yeah. Fact.
So when
1200s before the 1210s.
My daddy bought me the Technique 1200s, I felt like
you was in the game, bro.
I was that nigga. I was 13 years old with Technique 1200s. Then I said, I want to record too. got a little 2-track shit. And next you know, me, Halves, Nori, yeah, we recording at my crib. Nori wrote my first rhyme. Because like I said, I didn't want to rhyme, I was a DJ. This is 1990.
So wait. So Noid, Havoc will come down to your crib while you're DJing, and would they rap?
Yeah.
Or would they just host it?
No, they would rap.
So you play instrumentals?
No, we would just rap over whatever records I got. Whatever records I got, I would play the records. You know what I'm saying?
I never knew this, you know. This isn't right. Because my pops was a DJ. Yeah. Not like a big time DJ, just a DJ in the local like discos and shit. The vinyls in my house was crazy.
I can imagine.
So then I, by default, end up being into music and DJing. And then I used to,
shit.
But you know when you go to like a house party in the hood, and then you pick up the mic and you just say some shit, and then you play the next record. One girl said to me like, "Oh, you got a good voice, man. You should rap."
And that's why you started.
Yeah. but I used to.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the same way. Cause they're like, your voice is different. You should rap.
Yeah, bro. That's why I'm saying it, because I'm realizing that.
Yeah,
see how we get along and we talk.
Same way.
Yeah.
Same way.
Similarities.
Same way.
So what? How did you meet Nori though? Because he's from Left Rack.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, Nori always been on my heels, and I mean, in a good way. I mean, because I'm older.
Okay.
I'm 2 years older than him. So when I mean on my heels, I mean, I went to junior high school. I graduated. He went to that junior high school.
Okay.
So I was dealing with a girl. He wanted dealing with that girl. But we never knew each other. But we were always, all right, so I didn't know about him that much, but he knew about me because when I graduated, my next door neighbor, they became best friends.
Oh.
Him and my man LJ.
From Queensbridge.
From Queensbridge, which was my next door neighbor, literally.
Right there.
Door right next to me.
You know
door
they
right next
like
to
that,
me.
innit? Over there. Yeah.
Right next door to me. So him and Worm was from Left Rack and Queensbridge. So Worm mother lived in Left Rack and Queensbridge. So that's how Nori knew Worm too, because he would be in Left Rack as well as Queensbridge. So when Worm met Nori, he was like, yo, I know a wild little nigga from Queensbridge, just like you, my nigga Kayam. So naturally, we wanted to meet each other. You know what I'm saying? And then
just hearing about each other.
Yeah, we was hearing about each other so much because, like I said, he was my next. I mean, he was got. But then he got through with Twinz. All these people, Twinz, and all these people from QB because do basketball, all these things, and they all talking about me because I done shot the police. So I'm in everybody's mouth. Yeah, it's over now. I done get my bed, fucker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they ain't gonna do nothing.